Taking attendance during a Google Meet can be very difficult and time consuming. One way to take attendance would be by using a Google form. Submissions will be time-stamped so you know that they did not leave and come back. Finally, the teacher can also use the form as an entrance or exit ticket by simply adding a question to show understanding. Here's how it could work. As I create my Google form, I'm going to just put the last name of the students in my classroom. I can do this using a drop-down menu, and what's nice about this is I can go to my class list and simply paste in the last names for my students. Also, if I want to use an exit ticket, I can make sure to put the question in that shows that they have understanding of the material that was covered during that synchronous lesson. Now make sure that the questions that you want to have answered are checked off as required. The other things to make sure that we take care of are going to be in our settings. So we want to make sure to collect email addresses. That's going to make sure that all of our students are logged in and that no one is going to be able to submit an entrance or exit ticket for someone else. That way, students won't be able to cover for each other if they are not in class. You also want to make sure that you limit it to one response. Again, this is to ensure that students don't submit the entrance or exit tickets for each other and that they don't cover so that somebody cannot be there but still be marked as present. Once I turn those two things on, I'm going to just click Save. Now, when I look at my Google form, it's going to let me know that my attendance is being recorded, but your students are not going to have to type it in. This is especially nice for elementary students because they're not going to have to use keyboarding and they can focus on your lesson. I'm going to copy the URL for my Google form and go to my Google Meet. Within my Google Meet, as I'm presenting to my class, I can just click on the chat box and I can paste in my Google form. Students will have the ability from there to click on the Google form and to complete the exit ticket. They're just going to click on their last name and they can submit their answer. Once they submit as the teacher, I'm going to have all of my responses and I can see who's all come in and who has not, and I'll also be able to click on the spreadsheet. If I look at the spreadsheet, I'm going to have an entire roster of everyone who was there for the day. I can also alphabetize that, which is why I put the last name in. And if I want to keep a record of who's been to class, I can simply, once I'm done and I've turned in the attendance, I can duplicate the worksheet. And give it the date for that class. At that point, just go through and delete all of the responses you had for that day.